Earth signs, there is an ending coming up for you. It is an end to the times where you feel a bit pessimistic, where you can't see a light ahead of you, and you may even be wondering where you're going in life. You may have kind of lost the sense of your North Star. You may be feeling despondent, that you cannot ground love into your life. Maybe you've been overgiving. Somehow there is some dissatisfaction there, or some sadness about a lack of love. And there has just been general confusion, things not quite working out for reasons that you can't quite fathom, or just feelings that you can't put your finger on that may have been kind of disturbing your peace from within. But that is what is about to change this week, because this bridge card says here, successfully overcoming a problem. But to me, there is a different message here as well as that. There's an additional one about crossing over from one area of your life where you have been troubled into a new vibe. And you are going to get guidance on this. This is going to be something very internal and very intuitive, I think, because you've got the candle card here saying you will be shown the way. You'll sort of see the light. It's feeling that you will sort of have a realization, or circumstances will just change, that lighten the mood, that shed light and just lighten your attitude. This crown card here, it talks about honor and respect coming to you, but I'm just really seeing the crown chakra, which is where, and that's, I think, why royalty wear this crown, to emphasize their connection to the divine, because this is where we kind of download from, through. This is where our antenna starts from, I think. So, this is saying to me, yes, you will get quite a bit of guidance here if you tune in to yourself, to listen to that inner voice, or to just be very still. If you're not good at being still, I'm not being good at still, with my mind especially. Look at something relaxing, and something like an animal or some birds, or look at a tree. Just whatever you can that brings you a peaceful feeling. Look at that, and you might just get an answer, especially if you ask a question to yourself in your mind and say, oh, how can I get out of this negative pattern? And just sit with it. And in those few moments of being still, something might come to you, or it might pop in when you're in the shower or some other time, is what I'm getting to tell you. So that is worth doing. But let's see what else the universe wants to tell you this week, Earth signs. Well, here we go again. The answers you need are coming. And that does feel like receiving the information intuitively through that crown chakra, receiving some enlightenment about the situation here. So yes, the answers you need are coming. It's just verifying that. So look at this. This is what is ahead for you. All this bliss, domestic happiness. It is the kind of satisfaction you get from a long-term partnership, a relationship. But there's a bit of a guardedness here, showing up twice. So there is some sort of need for you to tame your negative thoughts, to steer yourself in a calm direction here, because there does feel like so much in the past that has gone wrong, or that has left you feeling a bit dissatisfied or disillusioned, that you might be a bit gun shy. You might be resisting this opportunity for all this happiness and joy. So just check yourself here. Make sure you are not acting out of fear, and your natural instinct might be just to block yourself off. Instead, you are being asked to embrace the duality of life. So that's a bit of a big one. That is the taking the dark with the light. It is understanding that if you have had negative times, that maybe they were preparing you to understand what good times would feel like and look like. So it is not to dwell on the negative and see it as a mistake, a sentence, a failing. It is educational at the very least, and it's meant to propel you forward, to really push you in the right direction. It is an opportunity to learn. So try not to have judgment on yourself or on your situation or on your past. Remember, every moment is a fresh start. You can make a new decision to change your life, change your thoughts, change your attitude, and therefore change your future. And that's what this card is all about. It is when you tame your panicky or negative instincts, you can very much direct yourself in a positive way by taming your fears, then you attain mastery. This is very much like the Chariot card in the tarot, where things can happen really quickly when you are in alignment with yourself. So remember, this is ahead for you, it is on offer for you, but this card is about being stingy and keeping your emotions to yourself, your time, your money. It is about clinging on a bit tightly to your defense mechanisms even. And this card is the same. This is the walking wounded here, the wounded warrior, really has battled a lot and isn't sure, but is quite tempted to put down the sticks now and stop fighting. So take that as it resonates for you, but see where you might be blocking your happiness in some way, either with relationships or within yourself, with your own beliefs about yourself. I'm getting to get a couple more cards here. So what are we getting here? Choices again. This really does echo the duality card here. So with every choice you make, that you're saying yes to one thing, you're saying no to another, and there is the duality of balancing that out. So yeah, you have a choice to make is what this card says. You know you do, and the time is coming to actually feel the fear and do it anyway, is what this feels like. And what's this? It is the 10th house of how people see you in your most public point. It's your fame point. It is your reputation publicly. Saturn is there, and it says riches, because Saturn brings rewards for hard work. So it can be very testing as well. If things are not stable in your fame or career point, they might crumble. Your ego is kind of very involved with this fame house. It's how people, the wider audience, view you. And so it can be a testing time for the public facing ego side of you. So that might be something you are grappling with in your duality at the moment. So just remember, you've got a choice coming up, but happiness is there if you can rein in your fears. If you would like your own personal reading on this topic or any other, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. Meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.